Okay, so welcome to the tutorial on Steal a Brainrot, Escape the Brainrot Wave, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to play this game because this game is super fun. So you're going to start out with a base, and basically this is Steal a Brainrot, except there are waves coming in every single moment that are trying to kill you. Now, I got to be honest, guys, this stuff is super crazy because these waves are really fast. So the problem is that you are not faster than the wave. So you have to figure out how you can get the brain rots, put them back into your base, and start earning money before the waves can kill you. Luckily for you, I'm going to be your guide in this video. So ideally what you need to do is you basically need to grab the brain rot as quick as possible. Now, usually when you start here, there's usually a few brain rots that are already there. And I've already grabbed the most basic brain rots, and it will actually show you how to grab the specific brain rot. So for example, what you can do once you've grabbed the brain rot is you can then start to earn money. Now, if you look at how much money each one of these are earning, you can see this first one that you do get is going to be super basic. It is going to be very basic, only earning you a certain amount of dollars. But what you can do is you can, of course, cash in on those amount of dollars. Now, why do we want to cash in on these amount of dollars? So we want to make sure that when we get our first brain rot, of course, we cash in on the dollars so that we can then, eventually get our speed upgrades. So what the speed upgrade does is this allows you to move faster so you can, of course, avoid the waves. So for me, I'm going to actually increase my speed to +5. So I've got enough for +5, and then I've got enough for +1 as well. So you can see right here that now I'm actually moving a lot faster. Now, in the beginning, you won't have enough speed to be able to do this. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what beginners should do when playing this game. So you ideally want to run over. I'm going to show you guys here, and then you just want to wait in this underneath point here. So the reason you want to wait here is because this is where the brain rot waves are going to just cross your head. And then so what you want to do is then grab this and then just run back. So as long as the waves aren't coming there, that's how you're able to get these brain rots as quickly as possible. So then I'm going to place the brain rot there. And of course, every time you come back in, make sure that you stack that cash. And then once again, you can go get them. So this is how you play it as a beginner. I know it is very hard. You'll be able to see some people running past you wave after wave. And it is pretty funny to watch people running. But the longer you play the game, the better chance you have. And of course, you can dodge some waves. And this one is actually pretty hard to see. So I'm going to stay underneath here for quite some time until I can actually get out of here. So you can see I got some crazy brain rot, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. So there we go. You can see I've put in this brain rot here, and now I'm able to get all the cash from that. So the aim of the game with this is to be able to get as fast as possible. And you can see right here, I can't even upgrade my base just yet. But of course, consistently, what you want to be able to do is come over to here and just upgrade your speed. So you can see right there, I've upgraded my speed as much as I can. And you can see right now, I'm a little bit faster. Now, ideally, you do want to be waiting until you get the, full speed upgrades. But if you, are starting out as a beginner and you don't have enough, this is, of course, where you want to wait. Now, another tactic that you can do as a beginner is you can go ahead and try and go for the longest ones. Now, the longest brain rots are pretty difficult because you can die trying to get them, like I said, and it is pretty frustrating to do that, but you can try, okay? And you definitely get more bang for your buck. Essentially, you get more money that way. So if you are waiting, just wait right here because that is the fastest place. And you definitely don't want to do what I do sometimes because this is super risky. But you can see right here, this is where you ideally want to be. So the longer you go into the field, the longer you go. And that means that, you're going to get more and more brain rots that have bigger and bigger rewards. So it is a lot riskier to go for these brain rots. But if you do get them, they're going to pay a lot more. So when you're here, you kind of want to be looking at what brain rot you want to get. So I can see I want this guy. So I'm going to grab this guy and then I'm just going to wait here. So I'm just going to wait here for a long time. Not a long time, but enough so that I know I can make it to the next one. Okay, so I know that I can probably make it here for quite some time now. So even if this one's coming, I should be able to make it here. Hopefully. And I'm just going to wait here because I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to the end. I probably can make it to the end with this brain right now. And then that's how we go. Okay, so this one's $100. You can see this one's $15, $4 an hour. This is $100, okay? Now I'm going to put this one all the way back here. And I'm going to go ahead and just cash in on these other brain rots. So you can see right there, so far, I'm able to actually move, as quickly as possible. So this is our speed upgrades right here. But there's also something cool, okay? There are also carry upgrades. So if we go to carry upgrades, you can see that this essentially allows you to carry, more things. And of course, it allows you to carry more than one. So this is 500K. You can save up for that, or you can just use Robux. So for me, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to, increase my speed by 5. There we go. You can see I've increased my speed. So now I'm actually probably going to be able to get more brain rots, which is of course more fun. So now I can move a lot faster than the waves and I can see which brain rot I've run. So I already have one that is $100 and I want to see if I can get one that's $200. So that's going to be, my main goal here. So since I've got a lot more speed, you can see that the waves are coming and I need to make sure that I get down just before they come. So I'm going to keep going as well. Going. That one's $200. This one's $1,300. So since I've made it this far, I'm going to see if I can grab this brain rot. In fact, that brain rot just disappeared. So I've got to be careful. I can see it right there, but I'm going to wait here. So that one is $1,000 a second. And I'm going to see if I can manage to get this. So one thing that you want to do is make sure that you're tilting your camera towards the top. So you're able to see when the brain rots are coming and not. So you can see right here, I got this brain rot, and you want to tilt to your angle so that you're able to see when the waves are coming. Because if you don't, and you don't see when the wave is coming, you're going to be in a pretty bad position. So just make sure that you tilt your camera so you can see the waves and wait for that wave to pass before you decide to go to enter the next area. So you can see right here, I'm here. In fact, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it just yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here. Okay, now we should be able to get out of here. And you can see this one is $1,000 a second. So I'm able to go ahead and get that. And this is crazy. So this is $1,000 a second. This one's $100 a second. This one is $46 a second. So yeah, you can see what happens. And, of course, this isn't like steal a brain rot. So, it's completely, up to you with what you want to do with them. And if you do want to, steal a brain rot, you do have to pay for it. Okay. So if you do want to see one that you want to steal, you can see right here, if I press E, okay, it is going to charge me to steal this brain rot. And I will show you what that looks like in a moment, because of course, stealing a brain rot is pretty hilarious and it's what people want to do. So once again, I'm going to increase my speed, and you can see that right here, my speed has gotten so high, which is really cool. So now you can see I'm a lot faster than I would usually be. So of course, you can see with these waves, as long as you're able to dodge left and right, you're able to go into certain, areas. You can see that these waves are coming at us, and I'm able to just continue to go, because it's kind of like a game of Jenga where you have to swap out the blocks. So you ideally want to go as far as possible. And if you see that stuff that are coming that you won't be able to get over with, you have to be careful. Okay. Now, sometimes there will be certain things that are on your screen that's saying, complex has spawned admin lucky blocks, grab them quickly. So for me, what that means is that those blocks, okay, usually they're glowing and usually they are like super, super rare. So you can see, sometimes there will be red ones. And the problem is that you don't know what's inside those red ones. So you got to be a bit careful to be able to understand what's inside those red ones. So for me, would I pick up the red ones? Yes, sometimes I would. Okay. So right now you can see that since there are so many waves, okay, what I will do is I will just hide underneath this place because there are so many waves. So I'm going to go ahead and try grab this, a secret lucky block. Oh, okay. I just died. I died. Okay. So that is why we need to be super careful when trying to grab those lucky blocks. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to cash this in even for more speed. So I don't have to waste too much time. So I do believe, do I have enough for speed? Yeah, I have enough for 5 speed. So now I'm at 46 speed. So this is super, super good. And so the last thing I want to show you guys is, of course, the, where's the celestial? Pop-up. So there will be some pop-ups that tell you, something crazy has spawned in, grab it quickly. And of course, if that does happen, you do want to be able to grab those quickly, okay? And you do want to be super, super careful, okay? Because these waves are unforgiving, okay? They will kill you immediately. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this secret lucky block. I don't know what's inside of it. And I'm going to just wait here. And if you don't know when the thing is coming, sometimes you will be able to have audio that helps you out. So for me, the secret lucky block, let's just see what this does. And so you can see it's kind of like the lottery. Wow, we got a crazy lucky block. Okay, can I just use this? And so yeah, so we just got that crazy lucky block. That's why you ideally want to get those things, those super, super rare ones. So if they have that super, super, rare one, then of course you want to be able to get that one. Now you can see this is able to give me 1 million, which is super, super crazy. And all I need to do is hit the number on my phone. So once again, I'm going to use this super lucky rare one. Hopefully I get super lucky here. Let's see exactly what I get. And these are your best bets as a beginner because you can get super, super lucky. So I've, once again, got lucky with Mateo, which is $200 a sec, $200,000 a second. Okay. So now you can see in just a few short minutes, I was able to get a lot better at this game. I can, increase my speed. I mean, I've got 32 million. I could easily, go on my carries to 2. So now I can carry 2 things. So what's also cool is I can then go ahead and increase my speed here, which is, quite a lot. So I've got a lot here. I'm going to be able to increase my speed a bunch. And yeah, so you can see right here that I'm moving super, super quickly. So this is, of course, the level that you do want to get to. And ideally in this game, guys, pay attention to the things that they say at the top, because whatever they do say, they say stuff that will help you out to get better at the game as quick as possible. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to enjoy the video. And once you do get too fast, understand that if you're too fast, you won't be able to slow down in these pits anymore. So you do have to turn slow mode on, and then you'll be able to slow down in these pits again. Okay, so put slow mode on, and then you're able to go down in the pits, take it off, and then you're able to get there. So it's like a you know, a toggle that you have to put on and off. Okay, so let's just go over here. Let's see how far we can get. Okay, so you can see that this wave is slow. This one's 2.6 a second. Slow mode on. Okay, that didn't work. So a lot of these brain rots that I'm seeing here, none of them do have the values that I need. So what I might do is I might just grab some brain rots that are actually just completely boxes. So these are super secret lucky blocks. And then you can see, okay, skies, I will spawn in one more lucky block. So you can see that right there. They're going to spawn in some super rare lucky blocks. So what's good about this speed is that I can nearly almost always outrun the waves, which is, you know, cool. And so you can see here, we managed to get ourselves an Emerald Gallerina or whatever. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can steal a brain rot, guys, because this is going to be really cool. So let me go ahead and do that. Now, another thing that you can do as well is you can, of course, upgrade your base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter slow mode. I'm going to get all of this cash that I might as well collect. Let's collect all of this. And then, of course, upgrade your base. So it does cost 10 million. But yeah, you can upgrade your base every time and it does become more expensive. And all it does allow you to do is basically store more stuff. So let me just go over here and I will show you guys exactly what's going on. So if I go up here, you'll see that now I have more slots, okay? And each slot is going to be a little bit more expensive, but that is how the game does work. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can steal someone's brain rot. So I do want one that is super good. Now, I don't know. The only problem with these brain rots is that I don't know how much. And so what I want to do is I want to steal this brain rot, okay? So this one is 150 million, okay? So I'm going to steal this thing. And for some reason, the Robux I have on my account, it's not updating, okay? So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to log out and log back in. But I'm going to show you guys what it's like to steal a brain rot, okay? Because that's the whole point. I don't want a brain rot. Okay, there we go. So here we can steal a brain rot. And this one is going to cost... Why doesn't it just take... So we just have this brain rot here that I'm going to steal. Might as well use this, innit? Okay, so I just stole this brain rot, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to put this in my base. I need to actually activate slow mode. I mean, that's pretty crazy that you can just steal brain rots. And I know that, like, I don't know, it might be crazy, but $3 billion a second. I think that's crazy. So yeah, if you do have Robux, you know, you can just steal a brain rot and then of course you can become like infinite. So it is completely up to you. And I don't think that guy realized like I stole his 6-7 brain rot there. So of course, be careful with you know, the kind of games you play. Because I think that guy left the server as soon as I stole his brain rot. So yeah, that's how you do it. Of course, I'm you know, I can upgrade the base here. You know, pretty much do you know, a bunch of crazy stuff. And I think this guy is figuring out like, okay, I've stolen his brain rot. Where did my 671 go? Yeah, he's realized that it's gone. Okay, his brain rot is gone. So I think maybe he might steal it back. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna make sure that I cash out on the brain rot as well. So of course, protect your brain rots. Keep him safe. Yeah, he left. This guy's brain rot got sucked. Wallahi yak. Okay, so when you spawn into a game, one of the things you're going to firstly see is this menu here. So what we're looking at is, oh my God, bro.